Welcome, everybody, to Happy Wolf Art and episode 4 of Independent Comics. Tonight I'm looking at Shadowpunk. This is issue number 1, and I have a digital copy here, so it's on my computer. And I'll be scrolling through a couple of the images of this issue. The creator here is Matt Simecek. He also just goes by Shadowpunk, I believe, online. And so yeah, I just wanted to briefly get into this. This is sort of a post-apocalyptic scenery type of environment, and I found this story to be really enjoyable and fun. Specifically, regarding the art, the composition really stood out to me. Just the dynamic compositions and how things are arranged. The characters were also either likable or you're interested in them, in their backstories and who they are as people, or the people that are sort of the villains in the story. They're clearly villains and very easy to dislike. So, for example, this character here, she's a leader of one of the gangs in the city, and she's trying to work her way up this hierarchy. And the main character, who you see here, has lost her family and has arrived in this city, is just trying to sort of find her way around and survive, essentially. So, really interesting story. There's also a video that was put together as a sort of a prologue to the story, if I'm correct, about her traveling with her family, computer animated style. And so you can also check that out online. I believe that's on YouTube. So one of the things that I appreciated the most about the story is the arrangement of composition, or the art, actually, I'm sorry, is the arrangement of composition and sort of dynamic views and angles that are the scenes take place. So one of the things that caught my eye was this is chapter 3, Entry to Valhalla, and because I have a background in German studies and I've taught the German language, German history, mythology, and so forth. I was interested to know more about this concept of Valhalla in the story. And here it's actually sort of a laboratory where inventions, this gentleman here, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head, is in a tower inventing things. And he's bringing this character into his inner circle and, in a way, recruiting her as this Shadowpunk character. So, anyways, yeah, the art, as you see, the word balloons, and also just how the page is set up, it flows really nicely all the way down here, and your eye moves through the composition, following the word bubbles in the conversation and so forth. Some really creative ways of setting up the page in the comic book, and a really interesting story. There's also one other gang that the main character runs into, a boy gang, I believe. It's only boys, and then the first gang is only girls, if I remember correctly. And there's sort of a power dynamic between the two. How her family disappeared is also a mystery, and so there's that layering of element to the story, which is really interesting too. So, anyways, I wanted to thank Eric for this, and you can, if you're interested in the title, you can purchase a digital copy or a floppy or actual comic book from him. And I do not have his Instagram information, but if I go back, let me go back to the first creator page and put his name on the screen one more time, Matt Simecek. You can contact him Shadowpunk. You can look on Instagram, and I believe you can be found there. Anyways, thanks again for joining me. And if you're interested in this type of comic and sort of post-apocalyptic adventure with kids, and I personally I'm currently writing a story about California culture and history through the view of young kids, sort of late or early teens, 10, 11, 12, not quite teenagers. So this is similar, but it's sort of pushed out into more of a cityscape environment. So it was a lot of fun to read, and look forward to more. All right, thanks a lot.